You are currently outside the massive door that was previously being tinkered with by some of the space, or the cultists, some of the engineers. Um, Most of them have been obliterated due to a massive fireball that, someone decided to bring from home and share with the class. Um,
Fireball twice.
Twice! You guys have started to gather yourselves, rounding yourselves up, getting yourselves situated. You haven't sustained too many injuries, uh, but you have successfully weeded out the last remnants of whatever this sedition was. But as you gather yourselves and pick yourselves up and come down from on top of a wall, you guys can see that there is the massive door, which, if any of you want to figure out what this door is, you could give me some kind of scholar check or something. Donnie, you could spend one of your points on this, one of your questions, if you really need to. Hawkins, I'd allow you to do your pilot skill check, I believe. I think you're good with that one. If you want to try and figure out where this place is and what's important about it. But as you are gathering yourselves up, you do see that the door has been managed to be cracked open. It hasn't been successfully unlocked and open, but it
Crack.
does look like some of the components have been dismantled, and has been forcibly pried open, just enough for a figure to slip inside, and you think that that might have happened, considering that there is a small trail of blood leading through the crack in the door. But as you guys have gathered together, what would you like to do? The floor is yours. And if you need any more clarifying questions, or if you want to do any more checks, just go ahead and ask away.
Also, for the class who was not here when it occurred, I did share that beyond that door was a something,
Yes.
and it was speaking, and it was very happy the cultists were being killed.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that reminder. That is important. Uh, do you dare speak its name?
To be fair, I don't know that it's the same thing,
You would
and
know.
no, I'm not gonna say its funny name. I know better than to say Beetlejuice 3 times. No, thank you. Uh,
This has all been the same presence. The presence that you felt on the ship, the presence you felt in the or sorry, you've been on the ship the entire time. The presence on the bridge, the presence in the tube, and the presence here. And as you draw closer, you can feel it stronger, and you're almost more certain. It's like seeing a silhouette, and they're like, you're not they're not stepping out of the shadows, but you're stepping into the shadows.
I gotta go pee.
Um,
I'll be back.
All right.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
my
Are you warning
fellow
him away from the
magic men
femboys?
have the worst of timing. I swear. Ugh. I suppose I will, in fact, communicate that without saying its name. Uh, just so you are aware, it is on the other side of the door. You know, the great spider, the thing on bridge.
Oh, funny bot thing that tried to kill you.
To be
What
fair,
about?
I do not think it tried to kill me. I think it confused, felt like spider kept under cup.
like wounded animal.
Oh, I've met plenty of wounded animals.
Hmm.
Just the end of that dialogue for some reason.
Okay.
Yes,
Can I?
I'm waiting for the other psyker to get back so I can, consult
No,
him
no,
on what
no,
we want to do
no.
about
Sorry,
this.
I wasn't stating it like that. I was just saying like the fucking the orky guardsman just goes like I've met some some wounded animals, and then just stops talking.
It is actually funny because the orc race does have access to psychic powers.
Yeah,
There are some very specific orc abilities, and they're pretty funny to read.
not a weird boy though. Not yet. Gonna get weirder for that.
Some of them
Go back.
seemed like they were like generic abilities for just orcs to believe and stuff, but that's true too.
Valid. Yeah, I
Okay.
would need another ascension pack, basically, so that I could change class. So, yeah.
So yeah, if anybody wanted to make some sort of skill check, I'd give them an extra dice because of what Donnie has assisted. But you guys also might be able to just guess at this point.
Oh, hey, he's back.
Yeah, I said I was back 3 times.
Welcome back.
Didn't hear any of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of those came through the mic.
I heard 2 of them.
Thank you.
Hawkins, would you
Alright,
like to make
look.
a pilot check with 2 extra dice?
Sure. Plus R, so 6 plus 2, 8, D, 6. Oh joy.
Oh.
See, my life has continued from the
Crit
last
fail.
game.
Wait. What's the number?
He has 4 successes, but he
No,
does
okay.
complicate.
No, okay. So, I want to know how many dice did you roll?
He
Sorry.
rolled 8. Because he rolled his pilot plus 2, so.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask, because I did ask for that narrative bit to make his numbers be reflected inversely,
Oh, that is true.
so he would get wrath here.
Okay.
And all
I'll
the
say
ones
that
who
that
can
lasts
fix it.
until the end of this chapter, okay? Because well, and if you want to keep doing it, you have to spend more wrath. But okay, yeah. So Hawkins, gain a point of wrath.
And it's still 6 successes, by the way.
You are correct. Wait.
2 ones, so
Yes,
both are
it
crits.
is. It's 6, so it's actually better. It's 6 successes instead of 4. So
My choice is paid off, fellas. My choice is
All right.
paid off.
Hawkins, you would know
Insane.
that this door that is severely like locked up tight. This thing is locked up tighter than the warp engine. And this is all, new. This is custom. This is put in. You would know that this place is referred to as the muzzle. And you know what that means is that this room almost has its own like separate generator that's similar to a Geller field. But you can tell that with all the systems that have been dismantled here, that's been shut out. And you can almost feel this kind of it's almost like a smoke, the way that it like billows out, but it feels more like a presence. It's more than just like a sight or a smell. You can feel something emanating from the crack in the door. And you know specifically what this is. And this is the miasma that leaks out from this creature. Apparently when it died, but it still remained on this plane, is that it started leaking this kind of aura that emanated out of its facial region. It came out almost like a smoke breath or a smog as it started to deteriorate. And again, you don't really understand human or demon anatomy and their life thing, but somehow it getting stuck here in the materium, the real world, it began to decay. And so, yes, I don't think anyone else other than Johnny and you can see this, but there is kind of like a smog that's filling this space, and it's starting to grow darker as it slowly begins to filter into the space, almost like someone left their car running in the other room, and it's just kind of uh, filled the space with a kind of caustic air that makes you all very subtly kind of like gag and kind of hold your breath a little bit. You have to breathe shallow a little bit. But if you were to pay attention, you'd be like, oh, that is weird. But you probably didn't notice it until now. You have one extra success if you would like to bank a glory or ask a clarifying question.
Can I attempt to figure out exactly what this breath does?
I think when it first started happening, there wasn't really a whole lot of information, but it did seem like it was toxic to the minds of individuals, and some of them got better, but you're now second guessing that and thinking that that might have been the start of all of this, and makes sense that that's where all these cultists are running back to now at the end, as you're cleaning up this mess.
Oh,
But you think it might be some sort of like taint or like void influence. You're not exactly sure what it is, if it's, just some kind of like zombie disease, or if it is, something, but you don't know exactly what it is. But I'll say that you can kind of tell that that's what it is that it is toxic. So you guys think that you want to try to hold your breaths as you go in there, or find some way to filter the air if you can.
okay. I want to relay that to everyone else so that we are aware of the danger or
All
hazard.
right.
And then ask if anyone has any suggestions on, I guess, proper safety measures for this.
You guys have any breathing apparatuses?
Does anyone have any breathing apparatuses?
That I'm aware of, no.
I got me
Pair
nose.
of lungs.
That's a nice apparatus you have there.
I would like to spend one of my wrath to say I would have one because I deal with fire and things burning is unpleasant.
I would say that would be just a glory. And in fact, if everybody just wants
Oh,
to
very
spend,
well.
I mean, spending a glory is to give yourself an item. So,
Oh, is it? I thought it was
yes.
a
Yeah,
wrath.
wrath is for narrative declarations.
Yeah, it's for like
Oh, shit.
bigger scene changes. So,
Okay.
Unfortunately, I do not have a glory, so I
like,
will
if
not.
you want to spend a wrath point to say that, like, like it's thin enough here that we don't have to worry about it, you can just do that. But I think you guys are about to go into that room, in which case you
Yeah.
know that it's been building up for
Hey,
almost
Shut
Hawkins,
up,
I still have
Hawkins. Yes, you
6
do.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have 6 glory left, and we can share glory, so I can just give you one.
You know what? I'll limit it to half, because I think you guys can like scrounge around here and probably find some of these masks off of these cultists and make use of them if you want to do that. So I'll say that just 3
Alright.
glory if you want to spend that, Panda.
Wait, 3?
I thought you were going to spend 6.
No,
That's how
I
much
said I
glory he
have
has.
6, and
Oh,
I
okay.
can just spend 1 to get Hawkins 1.
Oh, okay. So Donnie
So,
spent his. You spent 1 for Hawkins.
Okay, so if I'm does the half rule still apply here? Because in that
Yes.
case, then me spending 2 would get me 1 for me and for Hawkins. And I
All right.
assume you'd be having 1, Ryan?
Now that 3 have been spent in total, I'll just say that everyone has a breathing apparatus.
Okay.
It's
look at
makeshift,
this
it's not going to
breathing
survive in
apparatus.
space, but like it will make do for limiting the major effects of this seeping into your body and soul. I'll say it's
Yeah,
not
what is
comfortable,
happening?
and maybe it's a little difficult to communicate, You kind of have to raise your voice a bit to speak through it, but yeah.
Oh, you mastered pretty good, huh? Yeah?
Let's not do that though, because that does make it
will-
indecipherable what you're trying to say, unless that was the intent.
Yes, that was the intent.
Oh, okay, all right.
That was just the
We'll
gag.
utilize telepathy.
Hmm. Do you want to try and use your telepathy to like part the smog as you guys are going in?
Try to use telepathy on
I think
me
that
and
would-
just slides
Oh
off
wait,
my
that's
brain.
telekinesis. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a psychic mastery test. And I'll say if you get, I think normally for communicating to one person it's like 3. I'll say if you get 5 successes that you can link everybody. How does that sound?
Alright, so it's bang R
My
9.
brain is simply too smooth
six.
for telepathy.
All right, you gain a point of wrath. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you got it. You got 5 successes.
This was the best choice I've ever made.
I love.
Also, no, he got way more than 5.
Like 1, 2. You're correct.
Because he
1,
got
2,
2 threes. That's 7.
He got 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because the ones count as 2, technically speaking.
Well, yeah, I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8 from the threes.
Yeah, so 8. Yeah, he's. I thought you said
Oh, yeah,
7.
fair.
He's got 8
No,
successes.
I did. I was just wrong.
So you can go ahead and bank 3 glory unless you want to do any extra effects with the psychic, such as like making sure that nobody else can listen in to your psychic things, or
Yep,
I don't know,
will definitely
adjusting
do
the
that.
range or something.
Nope, that's just an internal communication.
This is only at the cost of 1. This will only be at the cost of 1 wrath per chapter. This is a fucking steal.
Okay, what would you like to spend your 3 shifts on?
Can I bank them or do anything else with them? Because I don't really know what I can do with shifts in reference to making sure
You can bank them. One of the suggestions I was saying is that you can make sure that nobody else psychically inclined can listen in.
Yeah, I'm doing that. It's
okay.
internal communication.
You're just doing like a little shield to make sure that just because you're going in to avoid things. So yeah, that makes sense. So no demons or other psychers will be able to listen to you. You can spend another one to like increase the range, or strengthen the connection in case there is any other kind of psychic influence that might disturb it or something.
Sure, it's not like I'm using them for anything else.
Okay. Then go ahead and just bank 1 then. Let's just say that you strengthen and you shield it. So
all right, so what are these called? Shifts?
You shifted your extra success into a glory that you can bank for later use.
Oh, this is a glory. Ah, I have a glory now.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Got a glory hole.
How glorious.
Glorious.
All right.
Glorious.
Currently the hole in the door is big enough for a human to squeeze through, a rat folk to just walk through easily, but is too big for maybe some of you bigger fellows, such as you Ogrins or other Xenos.
I mean, guardsmen.
Just in case there is any other Xenos that might have a slightly bigger stature than a human. I'm not saying that there is one other than the Ogren, but
How
I-
dare you?
Ryan, do you want to?
just work out.
Skin.
Ryan, would you like to be the doorman and see if you can pop this can open?
Want me to open it?
Perhaps we should, look at what is on the other side before we crack open can of worms and end it. Just like this,
I don't know how to see through door.
my friend.
That's a window.
There's
Window.
It is
I like to
slightly
imagine as this conversation goes on, Barefoot just like slowly walks through, just like ignoring everything.
Oh, dude, I'm already in there.
Okay. Do
I've been
you
in there the
have
whole
any
time.
like rat eyes that let you see in the dark?
Sadly, I am not an actual rat,
Okay.
nor do I have rat DNA. I am pretty much a short human.
Just because there is no light sources in there. Again, for everybody
Huh.
else that's not Hawkins and Donnie, it isn't that much obscuring for you. It's only for the psychic people that it is like kind of blocking your vision. But there is no light in there, so that's why I asked. Does anybody have a light source or anything?
Does my stick glow?
I don't know. Does it?
Donnie, quick, burst into flames.
I mean, I can.
Donnie, immolate yourself. It's for the greater good.
I can just shoot my flamer into the darkness, but that's a poor decision, I think.
Donnie,
That's not fun though.
Donnie, if you give me a psychic mastery test, difficulty 1, I'll just say that you can like hold a floating
You know what?
orb of
Hey,
fire.
hey, can
Okay.
I see if I can find some cloth nearby, or like a loose piece of cloth I could rip?
Yes, all of these cultists are wearing. Well, actually, hold on. There's 5 piles of ash near you. Are there any cultists that didn't die horribly in fire? I'm trying to remember. I think there's probably
I
some.
cut
But you
several in
narratively said
half.
that they
That's
evaporate.
true. That's true. Okay.
Oh, I know, right. You said that all of them got turned into ash, right?
And
Yeah, they
oh,
all
that's right. I
dispirited
did
to
say
ash.
that. That is
Oh.
correct.
What about their
Ryan,
clothes?
give me an awareness check to look around for something.
Okay.
This will
I
be
was
so
about to ask,
choice.
did their clothes turned into ash as well, or
Yes.
like? Okay.
He's going to grab. He's gonna rifle
Shit.
through
I'm
the ash
still
and
fully
find like.
unbound.
I just imagine
You don't have
that
to be
he's just
unbound
going
anymore if you
to.
don't want to.
Oh, okay, good.
I don't know. I
I'm
can
pretty
just
sure you only
imagine
choose
it,
unbound for each individual thing you're trying to do.
No, it's per scene.
Oh well, the combat's over. This is transitioning to a new scene. You would have
Okay,
taken a minute to like
I-
calm down. You're
I
good.
got 2 successes.
Okay. You know what, Ryan? You hold up a leg. You don't know
That
whose
will
leg it
work
is.
nicely.
You don't know, but it's got cloth on it, and it's.
All right, I rip the cloth off the leg and wrap it around my club and point and hold it towards the funny fire psyker.
Okay. Anyone
I
that
got
was paying
2
attention
successes
before
for the orb.
anyone that was paying attention before he did it would have recognized that it would have been the clothes of like a technician that would have been working here that got dismembered somehow.
I specifically, I don't know. I look at it as as the Ogren looks into like very clearly. There's nothing in a pile of ash, and like very Fallout or Skyrim-esque. He just has a leg in his hand now.
Oh, like you're looting a vaporized body in Fallout. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happens. Okay, perfect.
But yeah, I hold the cloth is since the cloth is wrapped around my my bully club. I point it towards the fire psyker and say like here like this.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Donnie, do you light his blunt weapon?
I got 2 successes for the attempt.
You're fine.
Fire. Or
You
can I light it
I'll
with that?
just say that at any point in time you can just hold a fire orb for light.
Sure. I'll light the blunt rotation. There you go. Your blunt weapon is
Nightmare
now on
blunt
fire. Are you happy?
rotation.
Now we can see.
Okay. All right, but Hawkins is already, or not Hawkins. Barefoot's already in there. Barefoot, could you give me like an awareness check
I got you.
or just something? Because I assume you have like
Yes.
a slightly heightened sense of eyesight or smell or something that helps you see in the dark a little bit at least. So I
Careful,
won't
be
give you too much of
careful.
a
Awareness
penalty.
is a trap.
Oh wait, actually, do I have a?
I'm basically using your like keyword of your race to like give you an extra dice here.
Okay, very well. No, I was trying to remember if I actually had a certain item or not, but
For
in that
this difficulty test, it's not too bad. So I'll let you have the extra dice.
extra dice. I got a. What is that? 3 successes. A
Where are you
6 and a
guys
5.
rolling?
In the dice back.
You're rolling in the other channel. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I see. I
I
forgot about
just yes. So you gain a point of wrath for rolling a 6 first. So that's 3 successes. I'll say that you can definitely smell like the scent of the kind of sweetly wet kind of meat smell that you normally
That's what she
kind of
said.
like detect with blood and like
Sweetly
decay.
wet.
So you think that there's like some rotting bodies in here, like not too many, but maybe like a couple. And then there's also something else that does smell very alien, like xeno. But you don't detect any movement. You don't hear the sound of breathing. You don't see any shapes in the dark. You do think you see something in the distance. Maybe some like fallen forms in the distance, but immediately you don't detect any activity or see anything going on. Who's going in next? Donnie, did you want to sneak in because you've got a light source? And you didn't want the door pried open just yet?
Sure. Curiosity killed the cantankerous fireman.
Okay.
Why not?
This doesn't
Uh,
require a skill check. It just takes like an action to do that you have to like shimmy your way in there. I assume you put out the flyer and then bring it back up as soon as you're in there.
Yeah, I'm not stupid enough to hold a fire while I'm going through a crevice.
And as you hold this, actually, you know what? Could you roll me another psychic mastery test now that you're doing technically psychic fire in this room full of psychic
Oh
smoke?
boy.
You know what?
8d6.
And this will be contested.
Oh. Oh.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So what was that? 1.
That's a 3.
Okay. You try to bring this fire back, and it just gets. It's like smothered. It's like there's no air in here, so there's like
Oh.
nothing to burn. Who's coming in next?
I guess I would like to give it a whirl.
All right, you step inside. It is complete darkness in here. It's like pitch black darkness. Like you don't see any shadows, and
Like it's like black. Like,
yes, it's like black. Like your eyes are closed, kind of black.
I'd like to go in and then open my eyes.
All right, Panda, give me a skill check for climbing in here.
All right.
I'll allow anything.
Skill. All right. Ballistic skill it is.
Are you shooting your way through this door?
I am kidding. I am kidding.
Okay.
I am kidding. I need that to be very, very clear. I am making a joke.
Give me an athletics check.
Man. Yeah,
You should be
I'm
good
just
at
gonna do
that.
athletics. Yeah,
All right.
I am. I'm an orc.
Okay, all right. Like I said,
yeah, no,
I'll allow anything. Just you have to describe what you're doing.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm not gonna just like shoot my allies in the back and go, "Yo, where is everybody?"
Are you sure?
Later,
Pretty sure.
threw a garbage bag into space. Alright, let's see.
I just enjoy the visual of everybody standing inside of this dark room, and then like just a flaming club just being held by a giant hand held through the crack, just illuminating
Yeah.
where they're
Alright,
standing.
So, my grand total is 4 successes.
Yeah, you're fine. You
Okay, cool.
get in there.
Alright,
It is too
now
big
you
for the
said-
Ogren. So
now question. You said that it was pitch black, right?
correct.
Try opening my eyes.
All right. It is still black.
Can I try opening my third eye?
Roll me psychic
Okay.
mastery.
Pure black.
Alright. 3 dice, fellas. I'm opening my third eye. Let's
I
this.
do like that though, of like being convinced that your eyes are open from a psychic test while your eyes are closed. That is
Okay,
clever.
so that is a 6 on my wrath dice and
Alright, gain
one
a
more
point of wrath.
success. So that's
And
3 successes.
you open your third eye, and you detect no living things in this chamber, but you can sense that it is quite large. Right, let me take that back. There are no other living creatures in this chamber than you guys. Let me be clear.
There are no living creatures in this chamber.
But I'm
My
in this
allies are
chamber.
dead.
No,
You do
Ryan,
not
you're not in
recognize
yet.
the
You're good.
bodies in the water.
You're the only one that's not dead. Okay.
Ryan,
Donnie.
why do you go on and not die, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Now that everybody's in here and you guys have perceived that there's currently nothing alive or active, you fine with letting Ryan to pry himself in.
Yeah.
He can like
Sure.
shift it on its like rail. Yeah, rail. It's like
it's
on a rail.
not horribly made.
No, it's just kind of like, I mean, it is bent a little bit at the bottom, so like but it's not off its track.
That was a sailed ship then already.
Yeah, I mean, it is already leaking out.
Bruce shouts through the door and says, "Y'all still trying to be sneaky?"
Yeah!
Oh, okay, I'll wait out here.
Both of you take an egg point.
Bad. These I will for it.
We need to be very quiet. Why? I just love that song.
They're hunting rabbits.
Yeah, Bruce is gonna wait outside until people say that it's like clear or whatever, or
Alright.
they need to be in there.
This is
nobody
perfect.
living in here except us. It might be safe for you to come in.
This is like the perfect
Alright.
Baldur's Gate splitting of the party where everyone's gone through the small crawling thing, and the only person with a torch is on the outside.
All right, it's time for my athletics check. Chat.
Here we go. Roll
I
them
was gonna
bones.
say if he's staying out, I'd try and strike the torch again. But go ahead, get in here.
You want your big boy. Do you want to leave him outside
Yes.
for this combat
No.
encounter? I mean, it's not combat. I didn't say combat.
No, I did not want to leave him outside,
Okay.
but he was seemingly intent to not go in.
So to pry it open so that I can get through, I rolled a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on my
6, 7.
athletics check. 6, 7.
Yes, you absolutely, you don't damage the door. First and foremost, you slide it on its hinge. And actually, do you slide it back and like perfectly close it?
Sure, why not?
All right. So the crack that had the only light source into this chamber is now completely cut off. But there's no more smog leaking out of this room. So you guys are perfectly in here. Not wearing the proper safety equipment, but you have a torch. Yes.
Hey, by the way, Sparrow.
I'm
Yes, sir.
guessing that the gas mask is not counting then.
No, I just meant like you guys aren't wearing like full suited up
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Cool.
In
Just
the
checking.
In the like false character sheet thing I have in our DMs, I went ahead and added a counter for the wall walking, and I added a counter for third eye. That's just 1 out of question marks.
Okay.
This is all.
Yes.
I'm operating under the assumption that occasionally, if I do one thing enough times, eventually it'll become a passive ability.
I mean, orcs are partly psychic in their own way. They're not psychic in the warp sense, but you know.
I'm gonna warp you.
How about I
Alright.
warp repeatedly inside?
Uh,
That
no,
is, in
never
fact,
mind.
what the demon is saying.
So your girl calls you late at night and says, "Embrace the chaos. My parents aren't home. Uh, the Primarch isn't here." You guys are in this incredibly dark room, and the
mean
only thing
boyfriend.
that you can sense is each other. You don't see the walls. You don't see anything else in this chamber. This light that illuminates you only seems to do so dimly. And you guys are just kind of glancing around in the dark, unable to see anything, realizing that the only good that the light is doing is illuminating you for whatever else might be out there. It's completely silent, so much so that you can't even hear yourself breathe in the mask, and it's something that you didn't even notice at first, but as you're trying to pay attention for anything, and you're maybe even holding your breath trying to pay attention, you then notice that you can't even hear yourself breathing, you can't hear yourself stepping, and you all look at each other. You are able to communicate psychically, but you realize that as you attempt to raise your voice, nothing comes out.
Like, so the equivalent of being in space?
Yes.
Ah.
You feel that the veil in here is quite thin.
For some strange reason, I like this.
Can I attempt to use Psyniscience to perceive the world around me?
Sure.
Because that's like perceiving psychic
I
things.
hear anything?
Wait,
Ryan!
Ryan, do you talk more eloquently in your own mind?
My brain is smooth, my friend.
All right. I just would have loved if Cruz was in his mind like, "My friends, I do not believe that there is anything in here." Bruce?
Well, it could be a more robotic sounding voice since he has the bonehead implant.
I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, there's a very distinct possibility that that if you
He
were
just
trying
talks
to
like a tech priest in his head.
Actually, it would be even
he just
funnier.
makes fucking printer noises.
There's just like a silent the back of everyone has tinnitus right now.
Oh no.
And then if you pay attention to Orbrick's mind, you just hear a very silent whoa.
No. If you listen into his voice and his mind, as it was the gag earlier, like he's still talking out loud. He can't.
I
make
like
that
to
mistake.
imagine just playing in his head is
your
badger.
mind voice is muffled somehow.
My mind voice is muffled because I also don't realize that it shouldn't be. What did you say, Donnie?
I like to imagine playing in your character's head at any given time is badger.
Badger.
You don't know what I'm talking about. I'll send
No,
it to you later.
your voice cut out slightly is all.
Sorry, I am on a and it is very windy today.
You got 7 successes, sir, and a wrath.
It's fucking windy.
It's fucking windy.
Fucking windy. Alright, so we can know this for certain. that well, if we want Hawkins to have good luck, we just need to make sure that his dice remain inverted forever.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
Donnie, did you, or rather, you gave yourself a point of wrath first, right?
Yes.
Okay. And this isn't unbound or anything, right?
No,
Okay.
this is perfectly
Just
well
checking.
within not doing that in the funny void fog thing.
The first thing that you detect is nothing. A distinct lack of the materium. And you understand that this place almost seems to be closer to the warp than you've ever been in your entire life. And you almost feel like a strange calm from that, as if using your psychic powers here would actually be safer than any place else, because if you're in the middle of a desert and you start a flame, it's easier to notice, but if you're in the middle of a volcano, it's harder to spot you, kind of feeling. So that's the first thing that you notice. The other thing is that there is a distinct lack of a presence, and it's almost like you're feeling out the space in negatives. You're seeing the negative shapes of things, and you feel the presence of this thing that's not real, it's not dead, it can't be killed because it was never alive, it wasn't here, it's supposed to be there, and it's stuck. And you understand that it has been tortured, it's been maimed, it's been sundered to a point where it just doesn't have anything left. Anything that it had was back on the trade. And the other thing that you noticed with a Cynician's chest is a presence coming from behind you. Someone that has access to this room. And they are concerned about what's happening. And they are attempting to gain entry. And you recognize this person because you've spoken with them personally. You have
Cobb, isn't
2
it?
other shifts to ask for questions or spend on.
Okay. Cool. So we've ascertained there is no living heretic who's hiding in the warp somehow.
You can see that there are 3 dead bodies that are starting to disintegrate, about 40 feet in front of you, and directly above you, and encapsulating this entire room, which you think is almost like 100 feet in like square, is the massive head of this demon. So it's just like overhead of you, and that's why you weren't able to see anything on the floor, is that it's above you, but you can't perceive it with your eyes. But you can sense that it's there. That also won't take one of your questions, so you still have 2 shifts if you want to spend them. Sorry, I probably should have clarified those first.
Yes, I would like to spend one of them or both of them, if you see that I would need that, to try and identify exactly who is coming.
You don't need to spend a shift again. You would know this person. It's the only other psyker that has access to this room. Sorry, I guess I did not
So
say
it
that.
is in fact Cobb.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So you still have 2 shifts.
Cool. Yeah, no, I don't think I have any other questions about this other than
All right, you can bank some glory
time
then.
to leave. Yeah, banking those 2 glory.
Oh, actually, Give me an awareness check. Just because I don't think you'd be able to tell this with your clinicians, but I think it's closely
1
enough that.
second. What is my awareness?
Is anyone else doing anything at this point in time? You guys just kind of looking around and not seeing anything. So
I'm picking my nose.
I'm
what do
also
you?
picking his nose.
All right. Could you guys give me a survival check to see what loot you find?
All right. Let's see.
Wait,
okay,
what?
3 in survival. so
Ryan,
let's
give me
see
a
that.
survival check.
What? Oh dear.
All right, let's see. So that is
Loot you find.
3 successes on my part.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. No. Yeah, okay. Panda, you find, you find the equivalent of...
Holy shit, a brand new las gun?
No. You find the equivalent of 1 magazine worth of bullets.
How'd that get in my nose?
I do like
I don't
smelling
know.
the freshly new bullets when they come out of the manufacturing. Must have picked
They
up a
make
few.
big boom and smell funny.
Now I just imagine Bruce just snorting a line of bullets. And then he just sneezes and kills somebody. Okay.
Obrecht finds 1 over a magazine's grand total and leaves 1 in and says, always keep 1 for yourself.
All right, Ryan, I want you this is canonical. Please write down that you have 1 bullet primed in your nose in case you get like trapped and like your limbs are. You can sneeze and shoot
boy.
somebody.
Oh boy.
You can use your gun as a ballistic skill to try and kill someone. All right. Only because it's you.
There is no try.
Okay. Unfortunately, Donnie, that will not be enough to understand the inner workings of this room and the mechanisms. But you do understand that this room is like built around the head of the thing. It's like it's cut off at the neck and the body continues off elsewhere. But you don't understand or ascertain what the purpose of this room or how else it works. But you can hear, actually, you can all hear a voice coming from the other side of the room, which is weird because you normally can't hear voices, but you do hear a voice that says, "Is anyone in there?" You all feel the slithering voice of Cornelius Obadiah Cobblestone speaking to you from the far side of the door. There shouldn't be anyone down here. This ain't right. I'm coming in there.
He's coming.
He's coming.
The psyker is coming. We're not going to jump into initiative, but I will give anyone that wants to 1 preparatory action if you want to try.
Can I do 1 thing?
That is literally what the fuck I just said. You can do 1 thing.
1 thing. I'd like to tell him no. He's asking if anyone's in here. I'd like to say no.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I make it a willpower check?
Yes. You know what? I like that. Make it a willpower.
I'm gonna add glory and shit to this because I want it to succeed.
Well, don't spend the glory just yet, because you can
I
spend
know,
the...
I know. I make the roll and then I make the glory.
Yeah, you
Okay,
have
that's
to
my
roll
wrath.
first and then decide if you're gonna wrath before
Okay,
you glory.
so
That's the reason why.
I got it. I got a wrath.
Okay.
But no other successes. So I'm
So
gonna
just two.
So just two. I assume that that's not enough to succeed.
I don't know. Are you happy with
I'm
the
gonna spend 2 more glory.
Okay. Do you want to wrath before you glory? Because you can't wrath after you've gloried.
Yeah, sure. I'll wrath
Okay.
first.
That's the specific stipulation of the game system that I need to adhere to.
Fair. Okay, so that's 1 more success. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Then I am still gonna spend that 2 extra glory.
Okay.
And that is one of my dice fell. Shit. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, so that's a 5 on the initial dice, and on the other dice it's a 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. And I'm going to spend an egg point also.
So 6 successes.
Yeah, 5 and then 6.
All right. I have to roll to contest this.
All right. I hope you roll poorly.
I did.
Yippee! I'm just gonna just deactivate combat encounter.
Everybody in
To
there.
be fair, it's not even a combat encounter. We're gonna...
Man, I hope nobody is in there. If they did, they're probably gonna die. Oh, well, I guess I'll go see if anyone else needs help. And he moves away.
No one can see this, but I'm scowling at the greenskin.
No, you can see this. You're all illuminated.
Oh, well, I am scowling at him. I'm gonna roll my eyes and try and go to the door and figure out how to open it and get out of here.
There is no access from this side. You will need some muscular assistance.
Hello. It is me, the door opener. I open doors.
Do you mind perhaps rectifying the situation?
Ain't nothing an ogre can't break. That's why I have my 5th club. Feel bad for the previous 4.
Hey, Donathan.
Yeah?
Could you roll me a willpower?
Sure thing.
Hawkins,
draw
I'd like you to
willpower,
roll me
correct?
Psychic Mastery, please.
5d6.
Ryan, you place your massive hands on the door, exactly where you used to close it, because you know exactly how you put it in place. You go to push, to pry, to pull, it doesn't budge. And you realize that's because it's held in place with more force than how you closed it. Oh, wait, sorry, did you wrath?
I did.
Okay, so 1, 2 successes originally, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I need a roll to contest this. It's possible that this doesn't work. Piss. Alright, fine. Yeah, you open the door. You do feel resistance, but you just open it.
He is
that feels like it was heavier than it was before. No, I can't get open though.
Hawkins, what did you get for your psychic mastery?
I mean, I rolled. I got a 4 and some 2s and stuff. I don't really know what constitutes a success.
So,
Currently you're
in-
inverted, so 2s and 3s
So-
are successes.
One is a crit.
2s and
Okay,
3s are
well, I got 4
successes,
successes
1
then.
for critical successes, and yeah.
Hawkins, you feel a voice reach into your mind and swirl around like a
You know, I
like
don't remember a time that this was good.
like sink water getting poured into your bowl that you're going to save because you were going to use it later. And it just doesn't feel good as this voice enters into your minds and begins tainting it. As it just simply says, why are you here?
That's no good.
I mean, just answer truthfully. A stupid fucking orc trapped me in here.
I couldn't see.
Why are you in here? Fuck if I know, man.
Hawkins, your mind is still linked to the rest of your allies, so if you speak psychically to them, they can hear you. But you feel as though if you were to speak aloud, that this voice would be able to understand you.
I guess I will speak telepathically and tell them what I hear.
Okay. I'm just letting you know that like the communication between your allies and this voice are separate.
It's
So if you
separate.
want to
Okay.
talk to them individually, you can. So if you wanted to like check in with your crew before you started talking to this voice, you can.
Okay.
While decisions are being made, my test was a 5. I don't know yours.
You notice that Hawkins' eyes have gone black.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
He might not.
And you said you relayed this to us, that you were being spoken to.
So that's, yeah. So basically your awareness wasn't necessary because he just straight up let you know that he was being possessed. Or at least attempted.
Possessed.
Yo, but that's not allowed! Kills him. I'm kidding. You're not allowed to be
My
possessed.
dear friend, I believe we should play very hastily. I do not think it is good for your health to remain. There is a edge of panic and urgency in his voice that may not be coming across because the wind and the itis.
As the door gets to be pulled open by the Ogren, Hawkins, you feel an urgency rush into your mind again, flooding over muddying the thoughts of your friends and allies, as this voice, almost pleadingly, asks you to set it free.
I want to attempt to shake the voice out of my head if I can.
Okay. Give me willpower, I feel. Three successes. Just like a wind washing over you, or almost like water off of your back, knowing that it was there, lingers more than its presence does, and it dissipates. and you're in this room with your friends in the complete darkness, and you can now see the light from the outside room that almost seems blinding in comparison to the darkness that you were experiencing, despite the dim lighting outside. And as the door opens, you see a tall, slender figure in a robe slowly turning around to look at all of you, except that it can't see you because it's got this massive face plate covering almost its entire head. And its elongated limbs make it hard for it to stand, so it sort of leans against this staff. You recognize it as a sanctioned psyker attire, and yet this creature before you doesn't look very humanoid. But you hear a voice reverberating from underneath of its helmet as it turns to look at you, as it says, when did you guys get here? You're not supposed to be here.
You're not supposed to be here.
Are any of us really supposed to be here?
Well, this is what happens when we are.
Why are any of us
heretic
here?
Donnie
We have to be
Hawkins,
here
you
to kill
I'm here for
feel a
rest.
heavy psychic presence. And you all start to notice as like the dust begins to swirl and things start to lift up off the ground, as Cobb begins to slowly step towards you. Again, this creature looks like one of those hermits from Dark Souls 3. Just kind of like barely clinging to life, using its staff to, you know.
Nah, not real. Doesn't exist.
It was Captain's order. We
Well, that doesn't make sense. Captain said that no one's allowed down here, not even
Then
me.
call him. Call him on the comms net, the Vox. He will tell you that he told us to take the tubes down.
Well,
Or
if
if
that's
you have other
true,
method.
then why are you in there? Nobody's supposed to be there. And you watch as he slams his staff into the ground, and energy begins to crackle. Nobody comes in or out. And we're gonna
We just
enter
did.
into initiative.
Oh
just did that.
boy.
I'ma punch him.
Okay. Who would like to go
No
first?
one comes in or fucking Ogren Fist immediately colliding with his skull.
I want to punch him with my shield.
All right, Ryan, go ahead and rush forward and punch him.
Bet.
Oh boy. Okay.
No one comes in, gets hit. It's just
Wait, this is yeah, weapon skill. Okay.
you can't
I
decide
got
where
2
bruise comes.
successes.
Okay, as you run forward, you just realize that your feet are slipping across the ground and you have no traction. And everyone watches as Bruce just kind of begins to spin in air and float away like a balloon.
Ow! My footing is loose.
You
I don't
all
like this.
are trouble. And
No, I'm sorry. I'm Ulbrich.
Cobb slowly raises a shaky hand, and I need everybody to roll me a will save.
Okay.
God damn it, you fucking. Why y'all gotta piss off the old senile god?
What
I
are we
hate you
rolling?
people.
Willpower.
Willpower.
All right, 1 success.
Ah,
I got
good.
a 0.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, you got a 0?
3.
I got a
Well,
zero.
shit.
Well, shit.
What happened?
4, 5, 6, 7.
So I got 0 successes.
Damn.
Okay.
Did you
Donnie?
finally get a
7
good
successes, and
Yes.
I didn't.
roll? What if
Okay.
I paid a wrath to inverse Hawkins' stuff?
No, 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 no. Everybody's vision goes black, except for Donnie. And
Not again.
you are all even more separated this time. Your minds are no longer connected. You can't see each other. You can't feel each other. You can't hear. You can't taste. The only thing that you can possibly perceive is the fact that there once was a living. There once was an alive. You remember there being an existence before this, even though every piece and part of you right now is convincing you otherwise. Truth to the contrary, there is nothing except what you remember. You almost just feel like an empty consciousness floating in the air. And Donnie, what you see is everybody's soul has been knocked out of their body. Kind of like a Doctor Strange thing where he's just pushed everybody out of their body, and their bodies are just slowly floating through the air, and their souls are just kind of hanging there as he's gripping them all. And Cobb looks to you, Donnie, and says, "You don't seem like a troublemaker, but if I have to, I'll put you back where you came from."
Listen, my friend, we are only trying the Lord Captain's orders. We saw some go in there, so we went to exterminate what was in there, but only found corpses. We were breathing protection. No one, as far as I was aware, have been affected by whatever that was.
Well, that's too bad then, because unfortunately for you, I don't follow the captain's orders anymore. This thing can't stay on this ship. It's too dangerous. We have to get rid of it. Can't you see? The worm is inside his mind. It's been tempting people in their dreams. And so I decided to put a stop to it.
Worms, it sounds pretty tasty.
You don't hear this. just as they're having this very serious moment with like the action bars on the top and bottom of the screen, we just hear Bruce in the background like worms. Just floating across the background. Worms. All right, Donnie, it's your turn since you're the only one that can go this round currently. Do you want to deny the witch?
So, like, I'm afraid that that's gonna just, like, leave them soul cleaved.
So here's the thing. He's already unbound.
Oh.
And you think that his psychic mastery is higher than yours, so.
Oh.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but you know what you're up against right now. I think you, of everybody, know what you're up against.
Well,
fellas?
I
So
But-
don't think I have much of a choice.
He
fellas,
has
I'm sorry to
explained his
interrupt.
situation.
I have to go.
Oh, okay.
I have boxing tonight. I have to
Oh,
start
okay.
prepping for that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Later. No, it's okay. I'm
The
sorry
orc
for interrupting. I
vanishes
just
into the
wanted to give the heads up.
I'm just glad that we started early because this is normally when we start. Cool.
Fair.
This should be over quickly, I'd imagine.
Uh,
But yeah, Donnie, you know the situation. He believes that the demon is too dangerous to simply be allowed to leave on the ship, and you don't know if he's tied to the uprising, if he has any connection to it, but does seem to be utilizing it. Do you trust him? Do you believe him? Seems like he wants something relative to cause of the Imperium. He wants the destruction of this demon. It's embedded into the whole of the ship.
Listen, we can be friendly about this. All I ask is that you leave me and my compatriots alone, and we will pretend we did not see you down here. And
Well,
whatever happened to occur after we left.
but I don't think you can pretend not to see me. It's nobody. He like
my
reaches up a
friends,
hand and like strokes as many neck folds and give me a persuasion check.
What do you think the Lord Captain does every time you pass by his chambers? He's only pretending to not know. And anyway, where's my persuasion? This is oh boy.
I know that he can see beyond the immaterium and into the darkness of a man's soul.
6. And,
You don't know if
that's
he's
3.
talking nonsense or not, but
I'm going to assume 3 is not enough, and
I will say that rather than 3 successes not convincing him, 3 persuasion is not enough to communicate with this low intelligent individual.
okay.
I think he doesn't see you as a threat, however.
Is it too late to spend glory?
No, you can spend glory.
Okay, I'm going to spend 3.
Okay.
5. I'm down to 2. D6. 4, 5. And
So what was your
burn an egg
original
point and put it.
What was your original thing? Just leave us alone and we'll leave you alone?
We pretend we saw nothing. Any results were because of the cultist.
Well, that makes sense. I think I gotta go check. You said that there was nobody in there, right? I gotta go double check that.
Decaying corpses, but no one alive.
He slowly starts walking past you as everybody's bodies begin to settle down to the ground and their souls slowly sink back into them. Also, all of the smog that was in this chamber seems to be telekinetically being shoved back into the doors as he begins to walk into the darkness. You all come back to consciousness. If nobody wants to say or do anything, we can kind of jump out of combat, unless you guys want to do something. Hawkins or Barefoot, what do you want to do?
I'm just chilling.
Okay.
I don't really have anything in particular.
You're snuggled up in the Ogren's arms.
Yep, he'll protect me.
I guess I want to like kind of shake my head because I'm still a little like puzzled and kind of communicate with Donnie and be like, "What the fuck just happened?"
We need to get out of here now. We saw nothing. If your health is something you value. And with that, he's going to swiftly turn around and start leaving this vicinity before the unstable animal turns around and decides, you know what, no, you're not safe.
from one psycho to another, I'm going to assume that I'm picking up what he's putting down and get the fuck out.
Okay. You guys quickly and deftly make your way out of here, absconding the far reaches of the Nasdaq. And as you make your way back towards where are you going? Are you going back to the demon tube or to an elevator or something, or like how are you getting back to the bridge? Or are you going back to the where are you guys going?
I mean, the way we came down was destroyed. Everywhere.
It's being repaired, so.
Oh,
I suppose we should try and find an elevator.
Okay. You guys do not go and reinvestigate the situation with the box, and instead find an elevator. And as you're stepping onto the elevator, you almost feel more than you hear this like psychic scream that passes over you in just a minute. Or sorry, not a minute, a moment. It screams for a minute. As there's just suddenly this silence that you feel inside of your soul, as you didn't even realize that it was there. It was just kind of like this tinnitus that you blocked out. But now that it's gone, you feel healthier. You feel more secure. You feel safer as a sense of normalcy comes over you. And then you hear the kind of creaking and shifting of metal off in the distance. And maybe some distant alarms blaring as the cage doors close and you slowly begin to lift back up. And you feel that it's over. The situation, everything that had arisen, all the difficulty has been silenced. And you make your way back up to the deck, where everyone seems to be reporting that the sedition has been silenced. All people that were causing problems have either been eliminated or brought in, for questioning, for psychic evaluation and all this stuff. And it's actually reported that Cobb had surrendered himself as well after this event, but you learned that the demon that was embedded into the Nasdaq is just gone. And so the warp engine is back up and running at current full capacity. Gellerfield is fine and untainted, and things seem to start going back to normal. As you also make your reports, designating that areas that you cleared out are good to go. Yeah, is there anything in specific that you would like to say to the captain with your report? That would probably be up to Hawkins if he wants to say anything. You guys can also discuss amongst yourselves if you have any final thoughts or things that you want to discuss before report.
How did I stop floating in the air?
Oh, the psyker let you guys go.
Oh, okay.
I convinced wild animal, and then we fucking made like bats and got out of hell.
I see.
No. Next time, when I tell you the corn man is very powerful and not to mess with him, this is what I mean. I do not blow smoke up asses. I turn asses into smoke.
I like that. Take a point of inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Also, I have changed my opinion on inspiration. I'll reward them for good roleplay, but you can use them to reroll one dice, and that can remove a critical failure. So that's the cool thing about inspiration. Sorry to cut in on your cool moment.
No, you're good. And to confirm, are these separate from the egg points?
Yes. So egg points are an
Okay.
additional success that you can just spend. Glory is an additional dice that you can roll, and inspiration allows you to re-roll one dice. Wrath allows you to re-roll any dice, any number of dice, rather. But inspiration, being only able to do one dice, can remove critical failures. Um, are there any final thoughts you guys want to communicate with each other as you meet back up and as the situation comes to a close?
Not in particular. I guess I just want to relay, like, that the mission itself is complete.
Okay. The situation turns into a matter of how they're going to restock and repair, because after everything that's gone, they can't just simply show back up to the to their previous mission, because they're just severely understaffed and there's a lot of repairs that needs to happen. And I think there's like a bunch of different, you know, peoples of import with their different station reports, kind of crowding around the captain, giving him information, stating like this, this is the situation, this isn't going to work, kind of thing. And then he kind of steps away, ignoring everyone, as he takes a moment to himself to think. And everyone kind of stops talking. Things start to quiet down. Kind of like that moment in like a news reporting event where there's just so many people crowding around him and they all realize that they're just not allowing him to think, so they get quiet. And he raises a hand, just kind of in general, not to anybody, and then a finger, and then he wags it for a moment before he turns around, kind of swiveling quickly, glaring at everybody in the room, before marching back over. His face is a mask, yet underneath there's like an undercurrent of determination, which has you confident in his next orders, because this man is not a fool. He's a brilliant man. You don't always agree with everything that he says or does, but you understand, and you follow him and believe in him, and you understand that he knows exactly what to do. And I think he strides past everyone and then walks up to his captain's chair, which is slightly raised on like a dais, and he kind of paces on the dais as he says, there was this man I met on Corellia that says, if you're gonna do something, do it right. If you're gonna do it right the first time. If you don't have time to do it right, then you don't have time to go back and fix it. And he turns, stopping in his tracks and looking at everyone. And he actually scans the room, making sure that he looks everyone dead in the eyes, making sure that his verdict has been delivered. Our first priority is making sure that the ship and its crew are working at peak efficiency. How can we be trusted to take care of someone else if we can't take care of ourselves? He actually like jumps off of the railing of his dais back into the throng of people as he begins like pointing and like giving instruction. He says, we need to get ourselves docked. We need to get ship repaired. And he just kind of starts giving instructions, and then he turns to you, Reggie, his right hand man. He says, "Get some men and get back here. I'll." He waves his hands dismissively, wildly, just kind of fumbling with his words. I'll talk some bureaucratic bullshit. I'll make it seem like I'm giving them more time to get ready for themselves, get themselves ready before we pick them up. Those higher types like that kind of junk. And then he kind of glances around at everyone as if wondering what they're still doing here. He's like, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And then he claps his hands together. You have your directives. Let's get to it. And everyone just kind of scatters as everyone goes back to their jobs. And as you all begin to file out, Reggie, you hear your name getting called. Hawkins, Katagar is motioning for you to come with him as he turns and leans up against the railing, and it feels as though the mission briefing is kind of ended, and the seriousness drops out of his stature, and he's kind of lost his very militant demeanor, and he kind of just feels like a human. Do you approach him?
Sure.
Okay. He waves you over, just kind of gesturing for you to join him. And you feel this change in the atmosphere that's it's like nostalgic for some reason, though you've never quite had a moment like this with the captain, I don't think. And he says, I won't bite.
They're gonna kiss.
I've already bitten off more than I can chew. I'm not going to bite you too. And then he kind of mulls over his thoughts for a moment before looking at the rest of the bridge crew. And there are some people that are like kind of glancing up, but they just turn back to their stations. And then with everyone's backs turned, he glances over at you and he says, "Hey, you got any of those stogies left?"
Do I?
Roll for stogie. I mean, you can just say if you do or not. He's like, I know they're not
Yes.
regulation. It's fine. It's just, I just, every so often I need, I know, we're all human, we just, and he's just kind of awaiting your response. He's like, surely you won't deny your superior officer a puff of the good stuff, right?
To anyone else, no, I do not. But for you, always.
All right. Do you have it like in a little? You just got it like stuffed in your jacket pocket or something, or what does this look like as you do this transaction?
It sounds like such a shady deal.
Does anybody know what a stogie is, by the way?
Yeah.
Isn't it like a fucking cigar
Yeah,
type deal?
it's basically it's the term for a cigar kind of thing. So where do you keep these hidden on your person?
I wager that my person has like a pouch of like just a plethora of random knickknacks, and that's where it would be.
Okay, you've got these blunts just loose in your bag of holding. Good. All right. He's like, that's good flavoring on there. All right, cool. Hand that over.
Actually, you know what? No, I retcon that. If I
Okay.
can.
All right.
At the base of my staff, like the dialogist staff. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
At the base of my staff, there's a little compartment. So if I twist a lever to the
Is your
side,
psyker staff a bong? Is that what you're?
Yes.
All right. You hand over some of that good, and he stuffs it in his face. He just kind of bites down on it, kind of just chewing on it for a moment. Uh, he pulls out his officer's pistol and primes the cylinder before holding up the warm barrel to the end of his cigar and just kind of like very lightly begins to burn the end of it. And he takes a slow drag on it, just kind of letting it sit inside of him before he gazes off in the middle distance and just kind of lets it permeate out of him. And then it is like, yeah.
Like, I know that he's, freaking captain always stressed, but I'm just gonna ask the question as like sentimental kind of thing, I guess. More stressful than usual?
It's usually just kind of been us kind of doing this thing, picking up jobs, moving here and there. This is the big leagues, and well, it's a big step right after taking a fall. And he takes the cigar and kind of taps it on the railing.
Well, at the very least, you'll never have to go about it alone. And this crew that I've been with has been really, really good. I think it might be beneficial to stick with them.
I appreciate that. Here, you wanna smoke one up too? And he holds up his barrel of his gun that's still warm. I know we're not supposed to smoke on the deck, but that's what the air scrubbers are for.
Tell you what, maybe next time, but somebody's got to walk around and manage the crew.
All right, I do appreciate it. Maybe I'll tell you how about I learned about this, and he kind of waggles the gun. Learned it on Aurelia. I'll tell you about it sometime. He pulls the rolled up poison out of his mouth and examines it. I don't know what you psychers do when you roll this stuff up. Maybe it's your tainted fingers, but it gets the job done. And then he just kind of turns and, finishing the conversation, begins to walk off, before he stops and turns and kind of walks over to you again, almost realizing that he still had something to say to you before he started walking off. So he leans back against the bar and he's like, Reggie. And he takes an arm and wraps it around your shoulder. And he's like, speaking of the taking care of watching over the crew, he looks down. I want to entrust the away mission to you. He kind of stares out into the viewpoint, but you can tell that he's not looking at the stars. He's just kind of staring into the middle distance. A captain needs to take care of his ship. And he glances over at you. If you can take care of this for me, I don't care what it takes. I don't care how much money they want, whatever favor they need. I'd like you to take care of this. Whatever it is, just make it happen. And then he kind of squeezes your shoulder a little bit before his arm goes slack and falls off of you. Clearly a defeated man. And it's almost a little scary to see this superior kind of facade fade away from him, and you feel like you're just standing next to a normal person. What do you say?
It's okay. You know that I'll do what I have to do, and I'll try my damnedest to come back. However, I have one stipulation. Let me pick my crew.
He puffs a little bit and he says, you do that. And you'll do a good job. You always do.
Thank you, sir. An honor as always.
And he'll just kind of nod and go back to leaning against the railing. Alrighty. Well, if nobody has anything else, that will be the end of the session.
I shoot myself.